think
that.
of the viewers we'd get until we get shut down.
Yeah, no, we'd get shut down.
I said until. But we'd be a legend. People would tune in every week just to see what would happen next.
No, they wouldn't be able to tune in next week. We'd be,
Okay,
completely.
2 weeks. Shut up, man.
No, not
It's
2
a
weeks.
good plan.
Not 2 weeks. They would shut the channel
It's a
down.
good.
They
Not
would,
forever.
yeah.
That's
happened.
Give me. Look, I would be. Please.
If there's boning on stream, they're gonna shut it down.
Just tell them it's AI.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Beep boop beep boop beep.
Completely innocent.
Ooh baby, beep boop beep.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
We are live. We are streaming. We are good to go.
Oh, okay.
I always figured if AI started to do porn, it would end up like the end of Together, where they just kind of meld it all together because they can't figure out who's what.
Where does one AI begin and another one ends?
Wow.
It's just a tangled limb
Just
mess
got a little
of AI orgy.
weird.
AI centipede.
Groovy.
Wow.
All right.
Welcome to the stream, everybody.
Hang those stockings with care. Yeah, those stockings. It's GRD Sweekly.
Ooh.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to GRD Sweekly with the fine folks from GeekRadioDaily.com, and welcoming you to episode number
3, 5,
5, 8.
2.
Two.
See, you knew it last time. You already forgot.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Fine, whatever. However it works for you. The folks bringing to you today, the lady who has it all figured out, that there is the Princetress.
Thank goodness my father was right. Life doesn't always turn out the way you plan.
It does not. The woman who knows exactly what she wants, that there is Kid on the Cat.
I don't want to go all the way up there on the top.
I don't blame you. The dude who loves his public, it's podcast intern Siegfried.
Oh. Come on, not now. Not you again. It's too early.
And I'm the guy with the nefarious enemies of the wonderful Billy Flynn. There's no better way to hide the truth than that. What happened, Geeky, there, yo?
I mean, I'm sure it's been tons of stuff, but like, I'm pretty exhausted, so I don't know that I'm going to remember all of them, but that just means I'll save you some. But anyway, I'm going to start with Stranger Things. So I know that at this point, we have all watched the first 5 episodes of season 5, 5 by 5,
However,
right? And, ooh, wow.
Yep.
However,
So, I say to Kev today, our son Kevin is with us. Kevy Kev, I don't know what we call him on the show, but he is with
Kevin.
us. And I said to him, I said, hey, have you watched the episodes, the 5 episodes? Are you ready? And he was like, no. I was like, come on, dude, you got to do your homework. And then Mel overhears and she goes, everybody I know is talking about Stranger Things. Can I watch it?
ding, ding,
And
ding,
I
ding,
was
ding, ding, ding.
like, yes, you can actually. There's some scary parts. There's some monsters. You don't see them all right away. There's some blood and yucky parts. You have to promise to tell me if you're, feeling upset or you need to take a break. We haven't watched a ton of even like entry level horror with her, but I'm like, yeah, she's half my kid, but she's half Billy Flynn's kid too. She might be totally into it. So now is the time. So she was like, oh yeah, I know some of the people from Shorts. That's 11 and da 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 da. And so I was like, okay, but you know nothing. You know nothing. But I actually have been interested in a rewatch and contemplated doing a rewatch before season 5 had dropped at all and didn't get around to it. So I'm pretty excited about doing a rewatch with her. Will we wait to watch the next episodes that come out? Absolutely not. But she doesn't need to know that. She doesn't need to know that because we're not going to get through all 5 seasons before Christmas. I mean, like it's a week.
It's not happening.
I mean, I don't know. She is about to be home for winter break and I'm working from home those days. So, I mean,
Her and
maybe
Kevin
we'll
can
do a
spurry through
marathon
it.
and just watch a whole season a day. I don't think so, though.
Okay.
That might be intense. Like I love the
That would
show,
be intense.
but that might be a little too much.
Yeah. But we watched the first 2 episodes. So it ends with Barb, at the pool. Oh, poor Barb, right?
Poor
But
Barb.
it's like
Why does no one care about Barb?
You catch so many things in a rewatch that you don't see, and just like the character development. The kids were babies at
Yeah.
the beginning. They are so lit.
Yeah,
No, and it happens so
they're 35 now.
gradually that you don't really. I mean, they are babies
The
at the
great joke
beginning.
about this is that
And
now they are the age their parents were in the first season.
not quite, but
I like
still,
thinking
yeah,
that they're 90210 teen age level right now.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. But just like to see everybody at the beginning, and
Mm.
like Hopper, and he's a mess, and Joyce, and she's a mess, and Nancy ends up being such a badass, and
Mhm.
she
She cares
starts
about
out,
Barb.
yeah,
Like the
right.
only one
So
who
it's
cares about Barb.
I
the only
always
one who
cared
cares
Barb.
about Barb. But yeah, just to think of everything that happens in their journeys and their, you know, trajectories as characters and everything that they go through. So, wow. But did you all have any? I know we didn't talk about the 5 episodes last time because Billy and I hadn't finished yet, but
But
like,
we finished.
anybody have any highlights or things they want to shout out?
I just want to say I find it interesting that Ted is in a coma, like Max is. And I have this
Right.
sneaking suspicion that Ted Wheeler is going to show up in wherever Max is in Vecna's subconscious, and he's going to save Holly. Ted Wheeler is going to do something decent, and it's going to be the last thing he does because they're going to kill him.
He's in a
Yeah. I mean,
different
not
kind of
everybody is
coma.
making it out of this.
He's in a different kind of coma. Like Vecna physically attacked him versus the mental attack.
Yeah. But still,
But the
I
coma's
just
still
find it
mental.
interesting that he is in a coma.
Yeah, he should have
Also, do you
died.
see
So-
that actor outside of Ted Wheeler drag? Because, damn, hello, daddy.
I mean, do we know what song he likes? So we can try to get him.
I'm sure
Baby
it's a
got
Perry
back.
Como song or something.
Oh, and how
Tie a
heartbreaking was
yellow
it that
ribbon.
Red.
Max got so close and then the tape ran.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like you think about it
just-
now, we could solve that by just looping the song.
Yeah, I'm just happy that Kate Bush doesn't have to come out of retirement to do like a comeback tour or something because she didn't want to, but usually those old rockers have to keep the money flowing. But this has just kept her nice and cozy for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she did the smart thing. I'm just gonna cast these checks.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. And a whole new generation got to know her music, at least
Yeah,
that song,
yeah.
and probably at least explored some of her other songs along the way,
They might
so
be a little bit surprised if they, go from Running Up That Hill to Wuthering Heights.
Well, yeah, but I'd like to think pleasantly surprised.
Now I'm
Yeah.
wondering, and it's a lot tougher now because there's so many lists and there's so many different ways that things are classified and listened to. But remember Wayne's World, what it did for Bohemian Rhapsody, shot it back up to the
Right.
charts, made it a #1 hit again 30 years after it had originally been. I don't know if something like that could even be quantified.
I mean, they
For
started
Kate
playing
Bush.
it on the radio again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And-
so
and
It was
maybe.
and I know
considered top of the
clubs-
charts in Britain again. So
And clubs added it to their rotation there for a while. So and
yeah.
and here's the messed up thing. That's definitely going to be kind of like a Halloween song now, because Stranger
Mm.
Things, creepy.
Yeah.
So that's going to get played at Halloween parties now too.
It's a good point.
Mhm. Yeah, but just like I said, to go back in time and see them as the babies
Yeah.
that they started out, it is just, especially the 4 primary main characters. But
Yeah.
even like Holly, I don't know if they recast the kid or if she's the same
They
little.
did.
She was a toddler, essentially.
Yeah,
So,
they recast her.
Finn Wolfhard is like 4'3".
yeah. But that first scene when they're all playing D&D and like all the Lord of the Rings reference, which I'm hoping this is going to get her to want to read Lord of the Rings and
Mm.
Hobbit and everything as well. I've gotten really close to just showing her Fellowship, but yeah, I don't know. I just
But we'd be
Anyway.
watching the extended cut, and that's a lot to ask for a kid.
right,
Oops.
right.
Oh, my
Yeah.
Nate's-
What you
So
got?
we also we're taking, and this is my fault, but we're really slowly making our way through Peacemaker. This is one of
Slowly.
those shows where
Mhm.
it's like, because it's just, there's sometimes it's either so violent or so jarring or so hard to take
Mm.
that I can only do it really in small doses.
I can
But
buy that. Sure.
but we definitely watched another episode of Peacemaker,
So
and
we,
this is
we
the one
just
where
saw Lex Luthor.
Ah,
did.
right. How cool was that? It was just out of nowhere. You're like, whoa.
And it makes perfect sense. But then,
Mhm.
yeah, it's like, I don't know what it says about me that I didn't notice that there weren't any black people around in this mirror universe or whatever. Yeah.
Well, it's
Everyone's a little
Yeah.
bit racist.
but that's something that's actually really easy to do because whenever somebody is telling a story, you kind of go along with the story they're telling. So unless you are specifically focused on looking for things that are different, you won't notice
True.
them because why? You're like, oh, okay, I guess this is just the area where, like it could have been in Utah for all we know, you know.
Right.
and
Right.
and the 4 black
Not a
people
whole
that
lot of
live in
naturally
Utah
occurring,
were actually
naturally
in
occurring black
Provo.
people in Utah, right?
Yeah, exactly. They could have been in Provo while everybody else was in, Salt Lake.
And I'm sure everyone else knows when they finished, but he's like, wait, one got out, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a very bad thing for you to say. That gives all kinds of horrible thoughts in my head.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
That was one of the most uncomfortable few minutes of television I've seen when she is running and the fear in her eyes and everything. Like, it just made me think of Donald Glover at the end of This Is America when he's running and you just nothing but fear. And it's just like, oh God, this is not good. Like, please don't, James Gunn, don't mess this up, man.
Right. Well, that means they have to destroy this place or whatever, this timeline.
Yeah.
It's got to go.
Yep.
Which is going to be a double, triple mind F because that's his dad and his brother.
And,
right? Like,
and
oh,
what how do you deal with the fact that, hey, in this incredibly crazy racist world, they love me?
mhm. Oh,
I
and
mean,
the scenes with Adrian when he meets his
Adrian.
double,
oh, gorgeous.
Right?
it was perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have a yeah? Do you have a yeah?
That kid is so freaking good at what he does. Like,
He's
holy
thinking,
cow.
F that guy.
Right?
The stuff with his mom, too. Even before that. Oh, so funny.
Private room, Mom.
And she's
Right.
just so supportive and sweet. And he's like, oh my God, Mom, you're the worst. Why don't you go to hell?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that was some BS. So yeah, that was the episode that we watched for that. I don't know. I feel like we've done like so many other geeky things, and I'm just really drawing a blank. It's probably going to be like every 5 minutes as everyone else is going through all their stuff. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, that. Oh yeah. So
Cool.
sorry,
That's
I'm a
tonight's show, folks.
unmedicated ADHD brain today, and I'm just going to say that's my geeky week.
I'm so medicated.
Okay. I'll go next.
Yeah.
Give me this, please. Cat's all over me. Movie wise, I watched Wake Up Dead Man, which is the new Knives Out movie.
The new Knives Out movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's on our.
Yes.
Oh dang it, we did. We watched the first Knives Out movie with our kid. That was. Dang it, I'm sorry, Carol. Already on
That's
your very
okay.
first thing.
That's okay. I still think the first one is the best one, but this one is I thought was better than Glass Onion.
Oh, because I
Wow.
like
And I
Glass
liked
Onion.
Glass Onion.
Mm.
I did
I
like
liked Glass Onion too.
Oh, there ain't a
This
clunker in the bunch.
No. This one, there's always way too many characters, and some of them don't have a whole lot to do. I think Glass Onion did that better than any of the other ones because it had a smaller cast. This one has a pretty big cast, so there's a couple of characters that I wish had a little bit more to do. But I love the Knives Out movies, and this one takes on a whole lot of problems in our world today. So
Mhm.
Okay.
I really liked it.
So, quick question for you.
Mhm.
Because as much as I love Glass Onion, I solved that very early.
Mhm.
Am I going to solve this one very early?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
I figured who it was. I was more curious on how.
That's the key thing. That's the key thing. And
Yeah.
I think that's where Ryan Johnson? Yeah.
Yes, Ryan Johnson. Yeah.
Where Ryan Johnson is very good. Like, he gives you enough clues that you'll be just like Benoit Blanc, where you have all of the pieces of the puzzle and you'll be able to connect many of them, but you don't quite connect all of them until later on, until
And-
he's ready for you to. And
yeah, and I
it's
will
so good.
say, I had one theory, and when that one kind of was like squashed, I was like, okay, so it's this person.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Right, but then you've got, and then it becomes kind of like what is it? Columbo's a how they done it, not a who
Yeah.
done it, but how they done it.
but
And-
how they did it. Yeah.
And so you got to find out what you still got to learn is the reason, and the how.
Mhm. Okay, so I enjoyed that. It's on Netflix now, so I do recommend it.
It is.
It
is.
I watched The Long Walk, which is the latest
Ooh,
Stephen King
yes.
adaptation.
Richard
Um,
Richard Bachman.
Yeah, well,
I know.
same thing, different name.
Yep.
Mhm.
For for as simple as this movie is, it's actually quite good. Although I was not impressed with the ending. And apparently this has 2 endings, and I'm not impressed with either one.
A lot of the problems that I've heard about it are from the ending, because the ending has been rather drastically changed from the novel.
Yeah, I haven't read the short story, so
Oh, sorry, the short story, yes.
yeah. So I may do that just to see how that ended. And I know Stephen King isn't great with his endings, but the acting here was really good. It's it's just a bunch of kids walking until they can't, and then somebody shoots them. It's really that
Mm.
don't get attached to anybody type of movie. It's a very simple thing.
It's a more low key battle royale.
Yeah, very
Wow.
slow paced battle royale. Yeah, they're walking at 3 miles an hour.
Yep.
They cannot dip below 3 miles an hour.
Do you think you could have done the challenge they did, where they let people watch it, but only if they were walking, and if they stopped walking, they had to leave the theater?
I could probably.
What the William
probably do the
Castle
link
nonsense is that?
No, it was. Yeah, they had treadmills for everybody, and you had to walk to watch the
You
movie.
had to
And if
walk,
you
yeah.
stopped, you got escorted out.
I'd rather do the experience where you watch Jaws while in a boat on the water.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Or in
I
an inner
recommend
tube.
The Long Walk. Just not great.
Yep.
It's not perfect, but it is a really good movie. And then I watched Roof Man with Channing Tatum, which just dropped on Paramount Plus.
Oh.
It's good.
Oh. Yes.
About the guy that the robber who lived in a Toys R Us
Yeah.
for
Years.
Yeah,
a
I've seen the
while.
preview of this. Yeah.
Based on a true story.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum is very charming. I don't find him attractive at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
He looks
Well,
like
that
a
is where
Cabbage
we
Patch
disagree.
Kid.
He looks like a Cabbage
Body-wise,
Patch
he's
Kid.
Nice. He looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
See, I think the thing that
It has the name of a Cabbage Patch Kid. Channing Tatum. That is the name of a Cabbage Patch Kid.
See, the thing is, I agree with you, but the charisma is what actually
Yes.
makes him attractive.
And
Like
the
physically,
moves.
like
Oh,
The what?
Vin Diesel is
the
the same.
moves.
Yeah,
Moves.
the dancing, yeah, too. But like Vin Diesel was the same way, and a lot of people are like, oh my god, it's so sexy, and it's just like no. But the charisma and the kind of voice, like okay, I can see it. I can see it.
What I did like about this movie is he's very charming and he's a likable person, but at no point during this film do you forget that he's lying to every person that he is in contact with, and that he's a robber, an armed robber who escaped from prison. So it's not like he's a really good guy. But I do recommend it. That was fun. Then I watched 2 documentary series. One was really good, one was really bad. The really good one was Mr. Scorsese, which is a 5-part series on Apple TV that was done by Rebecca Miller, who is Daniel Day-Lewis's wife. And this is a film retrospective of Martin Scorsese, and it's really good. I'm not a huge Scorsese fan. I tend to like the movies that you don't remember that he directed, like Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore,
Yes.
Silence, and Age of Innocence.
Early to
So,
rise.
yeah, I don't like
Early
Goodfellas.
to bed.
I think he did The Mob better in Casino.
I think Ray Liotta is a terrible actor in that movie.
I think Ray Liotta was a terrible actor. Period.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Rest in peace. But
You're gonna sleep with the fishes.
Damn.
but I never thought he was a really good actor. he had one level and that was it, and it was insane. So,
Mm.
but I do recommend this series. It's really good, and it goes into depth. I had totally forgotten that Martin Scorsese was married to Isabella Rossellini,
Mm.
and then I'm sitting there thinking, wow, she was married to Martin Scorsese. She shacked up with David Lynch for years, and now she makes short films about insects having sex. Why can't I be Isabel Rossellini? Um,
Agreed.
but yeah,
Wait, what?
really good. She's really good. That's a really good series. The one that I didn't like, which I thought I would like more, was Wasp Woman: Murder of a B Movie Queen. This
Yeah.
is about Susan Cabot,
Mhm.
who starred in Wasp Woman. That's probably her most famous role. She was killed by her son. Um, the story is insane. On paper, it's like nobody knows who this kid's father is. She lied on the birth certificate. They're not even certain if she's if he was her child, but he was born with a form of dwarfism. So she gave him growth hormones on the advice of a doctor, but because she was Wasp Woman, she gave him more than the doctor recommended
Well,
and was
she
just
wants him to grow
pumping.
really big. Yeah.
Yeah. And technically, I guess it kind of worked. He made it to 5'4", but they find out in the court because they have no idea why he killed her. They assume they had a fight, but he bludgeoned her to death and then called the cops and said a ninja broke in and killed his mother.
As they do.
Somehow the
Wow.
cops didn't believe him. But they
Mm.
find
Because
out in
how are you going to see a ninja? Come on,
yeah,
think.
during the trial, they found out that some of the growth hormones that he had been injected with were tainted with the mad cow disease, and that is eventually what killed him
Wow.
after he got out of
Wow.
prison. And this sounds really interesting, but this is a 3-part documentary, and it is so boring, and it
Aw.
repeats itself so much.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh my
Add the mad
gosh,
cow.
could you? If I had to listen to the cop go, and that's when we got the call that there was a homicide in the Hollywood Hills one more time. He says it like 6 times during this thing.
Ugh.
when it
It,
comes to stories like that, I highly recommend you check out the Dana Gould Hour. He does a segment on each episode called Tales from Weirdsville, and he does go into stories like that about old Hollywood and stuff.
yeah,
So that's
I'm a
where I
big
had
fan
heard
of
it
the
at some point.
podcast. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the podcast. You Must Remember This,
Mm.
which is about old Hollywood. Well, she goes sometimes into the new as well, but mostly
A
old
fish
Hollywood.
is just a fish.
Yeah. So I don't
What's a
recommend that,
what's a
which is
podcast?
Podcast?
podcast. Yeah.
Podcast.
So I don't recommend that one. It's an interesting story, and I'm gonna have to find a book or something. But that series was just boring. Speaking of podcasts, I have been listening to one called "What Went Wrong," which is about how movies get made, and I just finished their 3-part series on the Lord of the Rings, and I am astounded we got those films.
Oh, it was a miracle.
Absolutely
No.
astounding.
It was a real live. It's the plot of the producers. That's how.
It really, well, for Miramax it was. When New Line picked it up, they didn't want it to flop. But New Line picking it up was astounding, and New Line did not act like a normal Hollywood studio for the making of this film at all.
Which is good.
Yeah, which is good, which is why we
So
got the
good.
films. But
Yes.
I do recommend that. What Went Wrong? TV wise, I started Pluribus, which is on Apple TV. It's really good.
Yeah. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. But
I've only gotten to the first 2 episodes too. All of society becomes this hive mind, with the exception of 13 people. 13 people are not included in the entirety of the globe, and they're trying to figure out what to do with these 13 people that suddenly do not think like everybody else.
And
that was really
think
good.
differently. They don't know what to do.
That first episode was one of the best hours of horror, of thriller, horror, uncomfortable. Like that's the kind that you don't get that very often. That's why I don't watch horror movies, because like they all suck, because you don't get that kind of feeling. It's like jump scares. Okay, whatever. But
I do have access to that. I will have to.
It's good.
So good.
And then I finished the first season of It, Welcome to Derry.
Yes.
And have
Good
to say,
God, yes.
I have to say, halfway through this season, I was like, I don't know why I'm watching this because Pennywise is going to win because he's got to be there in the 1980s.
Right.
And the series is going to go back in time each season, so it's going further back. And I'm like, he's going to win every season because he's got to make it to the 1980s. But they did something in the last episode with time travel that
Well, yes and
I
no.
really found fascinating. I liked it a lot. I like the image, the turtle imagery that they took from it, since they didn't have the turtle god in it.
The
Turtles are
turtle
all over
god
the
who
place.
is the same name of the root of the tea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And for once, a theory that I actually, a fan theory that I agreed with came true on a television show, which
Oh yeah,
rarely happens. But
I think they telegraphed it, but it was beautiful.
yeah, like third or fourth episode, I was like, that little girl has to be Richie Tozier's mother. Because thick glasses, sharp wit. And then they introduce Rich, which is another one of the little kids on the series, and I'm like, well, his name's not Tozier. Something tells me he's got a target on his back. That was heartbreaking, incidentally. The Black Spot episode is
Oh,
absolutely amazing
it's oh my god,
and
that episode is so good.
and terrifying. Absolutely
Yeah.
terrifying.
Do
But
I have face on my face? Oh my god.
yeah, and
oh my god.
knocking down cat. And kudos to Bill Skarsgård because man, he's really, really good.
Yes.
And it was really fun watching Pennywise get bitch slapped.
Yes. And I hope everybody noticed really quickly that was a black hand that slapped him. I hope everyone noticed that.
Yes.
Because he was talking to a white guy.
Yeah, I recommend it. Welcome to Derry. I really enjoyed that show, so now I actually look forward to the second season. And that
See, I
has
was
really
on board
been
from the
my
beginning,
geeky
but
sweet.
I'm glad you came around. I'm very glad.
Yeah. That was my geeky sweet.
Sweet.
My geeky week has been okay. I got a new iPhone. It's yeah. I desperately needed an upgrade. I upgraded from 14 to whatever this is, 16, 17. I don't know, because I tend to keep phones until they stop working.
16, 17. Maybe
Yeah.
it doesn't work that way.
Does it have like the glass apps or the?
Yeah, hate them.
Everybody does.
I hate
Everybody
look.
does.
It's stupid. Look, see,
Everybody
it's
hates
stupid. I don't need the outline on it. I don't know what kind of Web 2.0 BS that is. Like that just
Different for the sake of different.
It's just, but it's ugly. It's not. I don't.
It wears the battery down faster because it's considered animation.
Yep.
Your phone is constantly doing animation.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just-
they keep bugging me to upgrade my phone. It's like I don't want that. I
Don't.
No, you don't understand. It's so cool.
But and that was the
No.
first update in a very long time that actually slowed my
Oh
phone
God, are you
down,
one of
which
the
is why I
13
needed to
people
get an
that are part of the
update.
hive mind? Oh Jesus.
But phone itself, I love. Yeah, it's really cool. It's been a while since I had something new like that. Still, Pluribus. You know, we already talked about that. Need to watch more episodes past the first two, but the show is kind of intense and heavy because it's Vince Gilligan, and so I really, I got to be in the right mood for it. Still working through Eureka. Absolutely love it. In fact, we just got to the big season 4 cliffhanger. So we're going to see season 5, I think, is the last season. So going to be starting that up probably tomorrow.
Now, did you do a slight divert and actually do the crossover with Warehouse 13?
Oh, see, I saw those live.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
And yeah, went back. Well, so that was one of the really interesting things because I absolutely love Warehouse 13. That's like one of my top favorite shows of all time. Like that kind of live action, cartoony adventure kind of shows. And I remembered Fargo coming across, and I was just like, okay, that's a character from Eureka. Okay, gotcha. And watching Eureka now for the first time. And Fargo starting off, I was like, all right, this cat must be taking a journey because this is, I don't get why anybody would care about this guy. And so watching it and seeing his journey has been really, really kind of cool. Seeing him, really coming into his own and everything, and being a actually good, solid, workable dude versus just the goof. And I can only imagine that the actor there, he lobbied hard and proved himself, which is good because a lot of the characters went they weren't exactly flat, but they were like 2.5 dimensions, I'd say, at the beginning. But then how they've all come along is just amazing. And again, I can't tell you, nearly every time Colin Ferguson does some sort of physical comedy, I always got to rewind it again and watch it again because he is just so damn good at it. Holy cow. One of my favorite parts is one time where he gets shocked and he's like, and he goes down, and then he kind of pops up like a Muppet, and he goes back down again off camera. It's so goddamn funny. And then Wake Up Dead Man. It was great. I loved it. It was such a fun journey. And I tell you, that had that momentary debate between the priest and Benoit has got to be the best description of somebody who's anti-religion and somebody who's very pro-religion. No matter what your faith is, it was flawless because either side brought up exactly their points, how they feel, what it does for them, what their belief or non-belief or belief in the non-belief, whatever, means to them. And it was just beautiful. And so whoever wrote that, kudos to them. And then of course the two actors acting it out, holy cow, was just like afterwards. I was like, wow, I needed a moment to let that kind of soak in and marinate because it was just so damn good. But yeah, the reveal and everything was just so good, and it was like, oh yeah, all right, because when you get a good mystery and it feels good, oh, that's the best. I just love competence porn, and that's for the most part been my geeky week. Aside from sorting out what I'm going to get for my new computer, because this one is very old and can barely keep up with anything. And so I'm getting one that's going to last for a while.
Yay, go for it, buddy.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that too.
The Jeff Bridges looks good on Josh Brolin. That was
right. It did. It 100% did. Oh, one thing I forgot. Fallout. First episode, Fallout.
I know, and I haven't seen it.
So good.
Well, it's out?
Yeah, season 2.
It came out yesterday. Kevin didn't get here in time for us to watch it.
Yeah, it's so good.
You're doing it weekly.
And what's really cool is that Carol and I, we've been playing Fallout 76. I finally got her into it. And some of the stuff that we saw in the first episode, some of the scenery or POIs or whatnot are actually part of the scoreboard, their battle pass for the season. And so actually getting kind of those things and getting them, set them up in your camp, it's like, oh, we got that. And actually one of the big things we were playing around with this morning. So they've got to, and of course Walton Goggins is voicing the ghoul who we meet in this season of with this most recent update. So it's they do tie-ins well. They have a tough time when it comes to actually making the game without bugs and problems and stuff like that. Not quite as bad as Rare.
Yeah. But
with Sea of Thieves, but the teams that are making the crossovers and stuff like that, they do a fantastic job. And yeah. And so it is so good to be able to walk around in that universe and then see it so amazingly represented. Cool. Oh, on screen. It's just so fantastic, and I can't wait for more. So that has been my Geek Speak.
See it. So my comics, I've gone through another issue now of Cheetah and Cheshire Rob the Justice League. It's issue 4, and we're now actually officially robbing the Justice League, and of course part of the Justice League is catching on, so we're going to have a big fight in the next episode. Great. Gotham Academy first year 1 and 2. Weird thing where Bruce Wayne picks up another kid who's now being abandoned and gets them into Gotham Academy, which is not the place that they want to be. Oh gosh, this could be a CW show. The DCKO thing, where now we're getting the minis, leading up to the next issue, where everyone's got to fight. We've got the issue where it's Wonder Woman versus Lobo. 2 out of 3, and yeah, and of course, Harley Quinn versus Zatanna. Doesn't go the way you think, because to start off with, she takes the big mallet in the pole side and jabs her right in the throat, so she can't talk and do spells.
Smart.
Which is a smart way to do it. Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum, number 4. I think we've got one more issue left. This is just a silly thing, and I'm sure they're going to undo the entire thing of all the different Kryptonites, or they'll stay. Who the hell knows? Batman and Static, number 1. Static Shock. There's another crossover thing with Batman and Static Shock. They had some great ones of those in the past, and this is cut right back to it. Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice, number 5. Just wrap this damn thing up already and stop going back to the Gotham by Gaslight. You're not going to do one better than the original. Supergirl 7 is fantastic. However, the comic I read this week that you're going to want to read, you ready for it? Because it's a Marvel DC crossover. It's Batman Deadpool.
Oh God.
What?
He would just shoot him. He would just. I think
Batman would have no patience for Deadpool.
See, you say that, but there's this moment where Wade's just babbling, and he's like, most people just can't handle it when I'm talking like this, but you got the resolve, and Batman's like, what, you've been talking this whole time?
Wasn't paying attention. Hold on, I had my bat plugs in. Boop. What was that?
So, I mean,
what?
It's goddamn ridiculous. It's weird, and of course, it happens because, the nebulous phantom figure that is the DC universe, the one that is the Marvel universe, hook up, and so this happens. It's strange. It's very strange, but of course it is. It's Batman and it's Deadpool. Video games. So on the Nintendo Switch, the eShop, for $7, marked down Jedi Power Battles.
Wow.
Holy God, Jedi Power Battles from back in the day. And of course, as I like to tell everybody, let's not forget history. This was the first Star Wars game in which you could use your lightsaber to send a blaster bolt back at someone that shot at you. This was the first one that did that.
I remember this. Yeah.
And since,
it was the first game, yeah.
Yeah. All the characters that you could unlock are already unlocked. So if you want to start the game playing as Darth Maul, you absolutely can't do that. But that is fun. That is fun. So I did pick up the newest Madden game. However, here's why I did it. I bought it from GameStop used. So since I bought it used from GameStop, the publishers don't get a dime of my money. And the publishers now are that Saudi company and the company owned by Jared Kushner.
Oh,
because I was going to buy it, and then that happened, and I'm like, well, God damn it, now I can't buy it. And it's like, wait a minute, if it's used, they don't get any money. Ha-ha! Speaking of terrible assholes not getting money for a game that I get to play, I now have Hogwarts Legacy. I haven't played a lot of it, played a little bit of it. And if you want to be a student at Hogwarts in the 1800s, very quickly go to Epic, because not for much longer, it's absolutely free. Which means J.K. Rowling doesn't get a goddamn dime of my money, because she will never get a dime of my money ever again in my life.
I think until Tuesday is when they start.
So you need to hurry and do that, because so far I'm having fun. I'm having some fun with it. It's some good stuff. I wrapped up watching A Man on the Inside, season 2 of Ted Danson's show. It's a nice little mystery, and there's still some more of those wonderful heartwarming moments, and that's really how this works: is watching him as a human being expand who he is and becoming a better version of himself. It actually works, and so you got to give it that. I watched the animated Splinter Cell that Netflix has done. If you are a fan of the game, I think you're going to like the show. It is an older Sam Fisher. He hasn't put on the suit in a while, but of course something happens and they bring him back in.
Is it still voiced by Michael Ironside?
No. For this animated series, he's voiced by Liev Schreiber.
Oh.
And what throws me is he sounds nothing like Liev Schreiber. Liev Schreiber was like, you know what? I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this right. So it's not a Michael Ironside impression, but it is not his voice that you've heard in so many things. It is not. It is a different voice entirely, and kudos to him for that. So the big thing on my list, because, welcome to Derry, let's talk about that. Oh my God, holy hell. And massive spoiler for you right now, in case you don't know it, Dick Halloran is in Welcome to Derry.
I was wondering.
And in case you don't know that, Dick Halloran is the guy from The Shining.
Yep.
Who, and I will gladly spoil this for you, at the end of this episode says that a friend of his has a hotel and he's going to go be the cook. It's not the Overlook, it's in London. But the guy's like, well, I hope it works out for you. And Dick Halloran says, how difficult can a hotel be? And I laughed my ass off.
Wait.
I laughed my ass off.
Didn't Dick Halloran play Dante in Clerks?
That was Brian O'Halloran.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I always get those two
Very
confused.
close. Very close.
Close.
That reminds me though. So I after many years, apparently 6 years as it turns out, 6 years of actively avoiding this, I watched Dr. Sleep.
What'd
I
you think?
like it.
Because Stephen King had always been sort of anti doing a sequel, and a sequel to The Shining, I just didn't know if I could wrap my head around it. And then they did the movie, and I'm like, okay, that looks nice. And the movie is a sequel to Kubrick's film.
Mhm.
It is not a sequel to the book because the book, The Shining, has never. Well, there was the miniseries that they did in the 90s. The movie, The Shining, is not the book. It's not the book
No.
at all. No. But this is a sequel to Kubrick's film. And I watched this, and yes, I enjoyed this a lot.
Mhm.
In fact, I'm gonna be the very, very bad person that's gonna go out on a limb and tell you that I think Dr. Sleep overall is a better film than Kubrick's Shining.
I won't go
Now,
there.
I will say that's not a terribly fair comparison simply because
They're
of
so different.
the ages, the
Yes.
generations of storytelling that are
Sure.
then versus now. It was a masterpiece back then, but if it were released as is today,
In fairness, I saw The Shining before I ever started reading Stephen King. So when I finally got around to reading The Shining, I was just like, what?
This isn't The Shining.
Wait a minute. So
I'm not
now
picturing the
watching-
guy from Wings at all.
And so now that I've actually watched Dr. Sleep, and now I'm going to read Dr. Sleep so I can get the actual sequel to the book that is so much better than Kubrick's film.
I will say this, because when Dr. Sleep came out, the book, not the movie, I reread The Shining because I hadn't read it in ages, and then read Dr. Sleep. It's kind of it's whiplash reading those two because The Shining is so claustrophobic because the book doesn't take place in the hotel. It takes place in one tiny section of the hotel.
Yes.
The rest of the hotel is all blocked off. And then Dr. Sleep is just like, it takes place everywhere. And I'm like, wow, this is just such a 180 going from this claustrophobic story to just, Rose the Hat flying over everything.
Yes. But in a way, that's scarier.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like I'm all the way the hell over here, and you're all the way over there. But oh my god, now here you are, like effing with me in my mind, and I don't really appreciate that at all.
And that
Yeah, but-
scene with the baseball kid.
Oh.
Is that Jason Tremblay? Yeah, that's Jason Tremblay.
Yeah, Jason
think
Tremblay.
so.
Yeah.
Because I remember behind the scenes with Rebecca Ferguson, who plays Rose the Hat. And this scene is horrific. If you have not seen Dr. Sleep, this is a traumatizing scene because they need this kid to hurt. So he lingers. And Rebecca Ferguson said, I felt so horrible after this scene. And then Jason just popped right up and went, so what's for lunch? He had been like screaming in agony 30 seconds before.
Acting.
Yeah.
See, them being in pain and being scared makes the steam better. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh dear Jesus. And it's not overt, but there are some tiny little moments in this movie that do sort of tie into it, especially if you look at the whole glowing eye thing. So so King stuff has always crossed over everything, it always has, but wow. So anyway, Dr. Sleep, if I had any idea it was going to be that good, I would have watched it sooner. I might have even watched it when it first came out. I just couldn't. I was not prepared to deal with it back then. So, but yeah, all in all, that's pretty much going to be my geeky week there.
The wonderful Billy Flynn looks at what Chad and Abby are up to now. If you know what TV show they're on this week, you could win yourself a prize. It's your further adventures of Chad and Abby update.
Chad and the group go after a cop killer. Then Chad and his men, since it was only a man's job back then, which is damn silly, are trying to locate and shut down a floating gambling operation, but they cross paths with a car theft ring, which keeps them kind of busy. And after a cocaine bust goes sour and they're caught between two rival gangs, Stefan and the team go undercover amongst the gangs to find out who's behind the theft of the automatic weapons they recovered. During a bank robbery, the bandits take the bank president's wife and daughter hostage, and the rescue gets all messed up and Chad is blamed. He must get the kidnapped women released to redeem himself and his squad. Chad considers his team to be a lethal weapon, and Stefan is taking everyone to Porky's to celebrate. I mean, you have to wind down after you dog, after you trail, after you pursue. Hashtag Chabby forever.
No blasted letters today!
Not a full-blown letter. A bunch of people have wrote in. A bunch of people got last week's right, and I don't have it written down what last week's show was. I usually do. Very, very strange. Don't know why. That's odd. But anyway, yeah, so you should drop a note to us. It's podcast at geekradiodaily.com. Of course, a voicemail text message to the magic number of
510 GRD crew.
Patreon people. I hope you realize that I did get the backlog out and the before and afters for the previous shows, and the Dickie Didn't See It is up and going, and we are currently caught up.
Yay!
Yay.
Just don't expect a before and after for this show tomorrow. Give me a little time. Give me a little time. It's not going to be like last time, but give me a little bit of time. A little bit of time. We are playing Jackbox tomorrow. Yes, indeed we are. So you should come out. You should hang out with us. That's going to be fantastic. The next Dickie Didn't See It is going to be on the 28th of December, and we're watching Bad Santa. And I do love that movie. And John Ritter is a goddamn delight in it. So, yeah. So, you know, if you're not doing anything, by all means, you should come join us. But then again, you should always do that. So I don't know why I'm saying that, because that's just a thing that should happen on the regular. Make it happen. It's fantastic, and you should.
I'm Tony Southcott.
I'm Albert Bird.
Hi.
Tell me something fun, Tony.
Life isn't fun.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
We started getting like the real nitty-gritty of like what being a critic's about. In-depth reviews that aren't loaded with spoilers.
Watch this movie.
No.
This movie's good.
There's no anger there. There's no frustration.
As long as I'm not shoveling feces directly into my mouth, I'm fine.
And things allegedly got weirder.
The Human Echoes Podcast!
Hey, this is Brian O'Halloran, and you're listening to Geek Radio Daily. Why? Because I don't know. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Are we done with this drop?
Yeah.
I loved you in The Shining. And his Hong Kong Phooey.
It's a shame your fate is different in the book and the movie. God, that's weird. God, that's so weird.
I'm not wearing any pants. Film at 11.
Geek News.
Take over the world. From a geeky point of view.
A burglar in Ashland, Virginia made headlines after breaking into a local liquor store, drinking alcohol, and passing out in the bathroom. And officials now say this isn't the raccoon's first escapade. Huh. I knew Ranger Rick had fallen on hard times since funding was pulled. Animal protection officers say the furry visitor has been involved in at least 3 break-ins at nearby businesses, including the liquor store, making it somewhat of a repeat offender. One of those businesses includes a karate studio. The poor guy's just tired of being called a trash panda, and now he's gonna do something about it. The situation has had unexpected effect and of helping raise more than $200,000 for Hanover County Animal Protection and Shelter. Authorities are working to discover the raccoon's den in hopes of relocating him to a safer area. In the meantime, an alluring female raccoon costume has been procured for an officer, but the department has yet to secure the last piece needed, a copy of the Thievis Raccoonius.
Isn't that entrapment?
No, that's Sly Cooper. Entrapment was a very different movie.
Damn.
Well, speaking of fur, for the first time since Disney bought the rights to the characters in 2004, it is time to play the music, and it is time to light the lights. Yes, we are getting more of The Muppet Show.
Yay!
Not Muppets Tonight or Muppets TV or any other variation, The Muppet Show.
Yay!
As announced with a short clip of Kermit flipping the switch on the Muppet Theater set to the instrumental version of The Rainbow Connection, the actual original style Muppet Show is coming back.
Wow.
For those of you who haven't seen the series that made the Muppets into household names, which aired for 120 episodes between 1976 and 1981, The Muppet Show was a variety show with backstage antics. But really, do I need to explain The Muppet Show to this crowd? Do I need to remind everyone of Fozzie Bear's stand-up routine or Gonzo the Great's daredevil stunts or Statler
Waka
and Waldorf's
waka.
balcony riffs? More than felt characters that Jim Henson and Frank Oz brought to life with their fellow performers, The Muppet Show was about the agony and ecstasy of putting on a show. Even if the kids first watching the series didn't know or care who the very special guest star was, they remained invested in the series. They sympathized with Kermit, stressing out over production snafus, laughed at Miss Piggy trying to steal the spotlight, and swooned when, despite everything going wrong, Elton John belted out Crocodile Rock alongside Puppet Crocodiles, or when Gilda Radner played along with Benson Honeydew's shenanigans. Excuse me.
I was wondering. I was like, that's a weird place to end the story.
No, I just suddenly had cat butt in my face.
Yeah,
the emphasis on performance is why 2026 is the perfect time to bring back The Muppet Show. Not only are musicals more popular than ever, but performance has become a part of our daily life. Social media apps like TikTok make it possible for everyone to put on a show right in their bedroom, and thus get a chance to experience the anxiety that comes from performance gone wrong. Granted, Disney has tried to tie the Muppets to the zeitgeist before, with very mixed results. The heavy nostalgia of the first teaser for the new special suggests that Disney has realized that they don't need to update the Muppets for our times, because our times have once again learned to love the showbiz razzle-dazzle that the Muppet Show has always celebrated. And the Muppet Show will air on Disney Plus in February of 2026, and from what I understand, the first very special guest star will be Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
All right. She's Muppet sized.
Oh, I think she'll have a good time. Yay.
And look, I mean, the Muppet, I love the Muppets Tonight. I thought the most recent one, I thought it was really good. I thought Jason Segel's movie was trash. Somebody who didn't understand the Muppets, and Kermit himself specifically wouldn't lie to people. And don't even get me freaking started on Muppets from Space Cons. It was not an alien. He's just a weirdo. Deal with it. But
what was the one where it was Dr. Teeth and the band?
Electric Mayhem?
The Electric Mayhem.
Yeah, that was very well done.
But I mean, let's face it, the Muppet Show was basically Larry Sanders' show via vaudeville with a lot of felt. And it was, I mean, I loved it. And that was basically why I wanted to get into burlesque. Running burlesque shows is not that dissimilar from the kind of crap that Kermit had to deal with on the Muppet Show.
Fair enough.
Well, considering Disney owns all of these, franchises, do you think we'll get crossovers? Do you think like Benson Honeydew will start fiddling around with gamma radiation and turn Beaker into the Incredible Beaker?
Oh God.
Could happen. Anything is possible.
I mean, let's face it. Yeah, because if they're smart and they're doing cross promotional stuff, they'll have the actors come on just like they do on SNL. And they can do some sort of, play off of their whatever character they're doing. I think it's kind of a shame that we're not going to get Beaker and Bunsen Honeydew and Breaking Bad, but I think that there's definitely going to be other crossovers, and I think it'll be awesome.
Now, Carol, is it going to be for like kid appropriate, or it's going to be a little?
It's the Muppet Show.
They say it's the Muppet Show, so I'm assuming kid appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be like asides for the adults.
Sure,
but
of course. Mm-hmm.
Bring it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like it could potentially turn into a sticky situation here and there, but nothing as sticky as this. And this is just one of these ridiculous stories that I saw that I was like, wow. All right, y'all. Denny's is taking the idea of your drip, that's what the kids call an outfit, very literally, to celebrate National Maple Syrup Day yesterday, December 17th. America's Diner is launching Sticky Kicks, limited edition high-top sneakers made with real Denny's syrup sealed inside the shoes. The over-the-top shoes were created in collaboration with footwear artist Dan Gamachi, better known as Machi, or Mach, I don't know how you say his name. And it's designed to be a fun tribute to the topping that's been fueling, Grand Slams for decades. Each pair, and there'll be a picture in the shows, features a clear panel filled with real syrup and then syrup colored patent leather, tumbled yellow accents, and a Denny's logo embossed on the heel. The senior vice president, Ellie Doty, says, look, the sticky kicks are impractical, unnecessary, and completely over the top, which is exactly why we love them. At Denny's, syrup isn't just something we serve, it's part of who we are. It's our golden thread. So it only makes sense we'd be the first ones to turn it into fashion. Dinerdrip.com, if you want to check it out and this is your thing. You could be a Denny's reward member and get early access, but I mean, that's already passed. They're available in men's sizes 8 to 13 and cost $195. So if you're just silly, you love syrup, and you have a bunch of money that, more money than common sense, these are the shoes for you. I mean, they really did lean in, though, into the craftsmanship and absurdity. It's just the right mix of just kind of like over the top nonsense. And the syrup filled design made for, some sticky moments during its research. All you need is to like accidentally pierce it or something, and you've got syrup all over the place. Oh, what a mess.
You assume it wouldn't be
Yeah.
actually syrup, because wouldn't that like go rancid? I mean,
Well, they do say don't try. I mean, it's like sealed in there. It says definitely do not eat it. Do not try to puncture it and take a taste of it, because they say
some stupid YouTube person is going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a knife to my $195 shoes.
I'm going to make pancakes out of them.
Cool. Right. It's survival of the fittest.
A pancake's shaped like shoes. See what I did?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sticky
kicks.
I can't wait to see what Waffle House puts on their Crocs or whatever kind of thing that they're going to be putting out. It's just
Bird's chili.
Packets filled with bird's chili and grease.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Scattered, smothered, and covered.
Wow.
All
right. Well, kids, something we can all agree on is that, when you let out a swear word in a moment of frustration, it feels good. It feels really good. And now, research suggests that it can be good for you as well. Swearing can boost people's physical performance by helping them overcome their inhibitions and push themselves harder on tests of strength and endurance, according to research published by the American Psychological Association. And I think it's about time somebody figured this out.
Gosh
In
darn
many
right.
situations, people hold themselves back, consciously or unconsciously, from using their full strength, said study author Richard Stephen, PhD of Keele University in the UK. Swearing is an easily available way to help yourself feel focused, confident, and less distracted, and go for it a little more. And I always go for it in ways you've never seen. Previous research by Stevens and others have found that when people swear, they perform better on many physical challenges, including how long they can keep their hand in ice water, how long they can support their body weight during chair push-up exercises. Look, no, I'm not being nasty, you dirty mother. I'm increasing my strength, okay? To test this, the researchers conducted 2 experiments with 192 total participants. In each of them, they asked participants to repeat either a swear word of their choice or a neutral word every 2 seconds while doing a chair push-up. And after completing the chair push-up challenge, participants answered questions about their mental state during the task. And if you try to argue with those results, I'm going to rip your head off and I'm going to write down your neck, all right? In the future, the researchers plan to explore whether the boost from swearing works in any context where success depends on overcoming hesitancy. So, stop holding back. Pull down your pants and show the world what a giant you have, and that you are ready to take on the entire world. And if you don't like it, then I'm going to smack your so hard, you're going to have to bend over and cry like the little that you are. You poopy head. GRD is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Non-Commercial. Come check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. Stop by the website at geekradiodaily.com.
Not advisable if you take care of children or are a priest.
Or just, put it on YouTube or TikTok or something and it'll work well for you. Everybody have a fantastic holiday season. I hope Santa is very, very, very good for you. The next time we would get together would be New Year's Day, so we're going to push it a little further into January, and we will see you in the new year. So in a Swear, I don't know how to do that.
In the year 2000.
Christmas tree of a Blair Witch Project. Look at this.
Christmas is about presents. If we all buy presents, everyone benefits.
Informed sources report legions of junior citizens are making monumental efforts not to cry and not to pout.
Come on, there's a lot more chimneys to explore tonight.
Damage averted. All systems operative.
I copied this down yesterday. I came in here to take a shit because they hadn't cleaned up my bathroom. Saw that on the wall, took it back to my room, looked it up in my books, and I wrote it all down. Now this top line translates roughly into Pharaoh gobbles donkey goobers. And the bottom line, Cleopatra does the nasty.
Say what?
Well, pretty much that's the best I can translate it.
Well, all right, so one of the nuts in here, the present company excluded, thinks he's Tutankhamun or something, comes in here, writes hieroglyphics on the wall. I mean, big deal, man. What's the connection? Why are we standing here in a toilet?
Well, I don't know what the connection is exactly. Not yet. But that thing caught me asleep last night. And I came awake just in time. He had me on the floor and had his mouth over my asshole.
A shit eater?
I don't think so. He was after my soul. Now, you can get that out of any major orifice of a person's body. I read about it.
Oh, yeah, where, man? Hustler?
The Everyday Man or Woman's Book of the Soul by David Webb. And they got some pretty good movie reviews in there about stolen soul movies in the back. Come on, I'll show you.
I ain't gonna worry about no soul sucking mummy. Hey, Doc, could you look at the thing on my packer?
One of the greatest tragedies in this world is that we never did get Bubba Nosferatu.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. That commentary track with him as Elvis is just gold. It's just gold, man.
Yes.
And kudos to Ossie Davis being like, yeah, I'm going to do this movie. Do it, Ossie.
Yep.
That's just damn tremendous right there is what that is.
I mean, I don't know why Oliver Stone didn't cast him as JFK.
What happened? Sorry.
They dyed him this color. Damn it. That's just wrong.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the stream. We hope that you all have a happy and safe Christmas or Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. If you're an atheist, Merry Presents, whatever the hell you celebrate it safely, celebrate it warmly, and celebrate it with fun. So, guys, we appreciate you. And remember that anything that the price is brought down 400, 500, 600, 700%, that those aren't real numbers, and a real business person would know that.
Nope. Not at all.
Happy New Year, guys.